Coming up next on this edition of In the City, new technology with city water meters give customers more information. Also, a new daycare program for city school employees is rolled out at Mitchell-Nielsen. Plus, Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue helps host a car seat safety checkpoint. And Murfreesboro Telecommunicator of the Year was recognized by city officials. We'll tell you all about those stories and more coming up right now on this edition of In the City. Welcome to another edition of In the City, your source for what's happening right here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm Michael Linn White. The Murfreesboro Water Resources Department explains the technology with the new water meters that will help you track your water usage.
Many Murfreesboro Water Resources Department residential and industrial customers know that in the past year, new water meters have been installed. More than 26,000 meters have been changed citywide. The new system is called AMI, Advanced Meter Infrastructure. Reading meters has changed over the years.
Prior to this, everything we read was manually read. A person had to come physically to your house each month and read the meters. Now we've advanced. We're reading everything by new technology. It's all read by antennas. Each meter has a repeater that it reports to, and then it goes to a collector, which then comes to us, and we can pull this and we get your meter readings each month. The ERT is the brain of the operations. It sends all the information to us, which allows us to in turn send the information to the customer when they want to access their customer portal. And what I'll do is let Adam Todd carry you through how to get into the portal and information that's available there.
This is fairly new to us. We've went from manual reads for many years, and now it's like somebody flipped the light on to a whole new world for us. Where we were only capturing readings once a month, we're now able to capture 24-hour interval reads, which not only helps us, but it also helps you as a customer. With that being said, we're going to kind of walk through a couple items here to show you how to sign up for the customer portal. What you need to do is you need to go on the City of Murfreesboro's webpage. At that point, you need to go to the Water Department's page, and then that'll look similar to this here. And then you'll want to scroll down to Account Access. So the AMI Customer Portal. So then you'll click on that, and it just gives you a rundown of exactly what you need to do, and it gives you exactly all the information that you need. But I'm just going to go ahead and log in. Once you get logged in, now this is exactly what the customer is going to see. So you as an end user are going to look at this exact screen. For instance, we have a lot of commercial people, even landlords, that want to set up goal setting. You can set a goal. When you set a goal, once you hit a certain usage, it tells you this is how close you're getting to your usage, or this is how much you're over your usage typically. If you can hover on some of these days as an end user, hover on certain days. Say we've got this particular day, this one was a higher usage. Well, then you want to figure out, hey, what exactly happened? Well, that particular day on that address, the supply line that goes to the toilet had broken off, and so that's the reason it spiked. So this is every month. This is how much you use typically. Obviously, if you've got flowers and things like that during the summer months, you're going to go up a little bit because you're doing a little more water and depending on the weather. Then you also have the comparison tool over here from 2017 to 2018, kind of where you stay. You can do all of your account information here. Anything you can add an account. If you're a landlord and you cover the bill and you want to make sure, monitor their usage, you can do that way. We are able to monitor more of exactly what's going on in your house as far as, when it was leaking. Was it leaking? Is it leaking 24 hours a day? Does it look like it, spikes at certain times? Possibly somebody left a spigot on outside. Well, we can tell you, hey, somebody left a spigot on from 2 to 6 and they turned it off. This is how many gallons of water it used. So we really have a lot of options here for the customer side of it. You've got tons of information on the customer portal that'll alert you faster than it will the utility. I mean, I can't alert you as fast as if you sign up for the customer portal. It'll alert you within 24 hours. If you have your email or a phone number, it will send an email, call your phone to alert you of a 24-hour usage. If you have any questions at all regarding any of this, we're here to help. You can ask the customer service representatives at our office, or you can even transfer any of your calls to us, the AMI department. And also the customer service representative in the office, they can mirror exactly what you're seeing, so you can ask them questions about it and they should be able to tell you.
The Water Resources Department customer service number is 615-848-3209.
Murfreesboro City Schools started a new daycare program this year that will help answer daycare questions for employees that have small children.
Murfreesboro City Schools started a new daycare program in 2018 for employees' children called Little Sprouts. It is based at Mitchell Nielsen School and has won rave reviews.
We are the only school in the district that's doing this daycare center, and I've wanted to do one for a long time. But our ESP program took this on. Mr. Ringstaff spearheaded that, and so when he approached me and asked if I was interested in hosting that here, I was ecstatic and said, absolutely, you just tell me what I need to do to make it happen.
So it's open to all Murfreesboro City School teachers. It's not just Mitchell Nelson, it's for all schools, and it's not just for teachers. We have cafeteria workers, we have teachers' age children and grandchildren. What I love most about being part of this employee child care and child care in a school is that sense of community. Teachers are right down the hall from their children for the most part. It takes away for that parent, for that teacher. They're not worried about their child. And in return, by them being less stressed, they're able to focus on their job, which is such a great benefit for their students, for the whole school community.
Oh, it's been a tremendous help. As soon as I got word that there was going to be an on-site daycare, I sent my email right away that I wanted my daughter to be a part of it. It's been a huge help, not to mention just the convenience, but the staff does a great job.
I used to leave her and she would be crying when I left. Now she tells me bye-bye and runs off with her friends. So she is very excited to be at school now, and she does not mind if mommy leaves.
The creative curriculum is used for the Little Sprouts Daycare program. It is a comprehensive preschool curriculum that is research-based. It features exploration and discovery as a way of learning to develop confidence, creativity, and lifelong critical thinking skills.
We've done a tree study. We've done a weather and rainbow and cloud study. We're currently doing a farm study. And so our studies last anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. And so it's not a theme of the week. We're not hitting and running. We're really digging in and exploring. Our preschool teacher has a master's in literacy. And so that again adds to that literacy rich environment.
She's coming home learning all kinds of new words, sign language. It's amazing all the things that they have been teaching. The teachers are awesome.
At the end of the week, they send out a fabulous newsletter with tons of photos, and you can sort of experience the week and see what your baby did.
At Mitchell Nielsen Schools, they have integrated the school-age kids with the daycare children in a club called the Babysitters Club.
This year, we decided to have a babysitters club because we had this option, and it was so popular we have 2 clubs. So one of the clubs is strictly 6th graders, and we're working with the Red Cross to make sure that we can get them babysitter certified. And they weren't so sure about them when they first came in, but then when they leave, the little ones cry because they don't want the bigger kids to leave.
So if a teacher is interested in enrollment for next year, the best way to contact me is through email. Christy.yarlett@cityschools.net, and I'll be sending out enrollment information over the next couple of weeks. It will not open until June 1st.
Teachers naturally want to be parents, and they make great parents, and great parents make great teachers. If I have a teacher that's doing a wonderful job here and then has a baby, I don't want to lose them. And frankly, it makes them happy to know that their children are right here. And if I can keep my teachers happy, then that's that's part of my job.
Did you know if you own a business and would like to host a child car safety seat inspection, the Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department can help you.
With summer right around the corner and more families on the road with young children, it's important to make sure child car seats are installed properly. The Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department can help. We ask how the inspecting child car seats got started.
Kind of how we got involved in this is we had people come to our fire stations a lot. We asking if we could help them install their car seats, that they just weren't comfortable doing it. And at that time, we did not offer that. The police department did, so we would either call a police officer to come out, and we all know that they're busy, so they're not always available. Well, I think there was 20 of us that went through the first class, and since then we've been doing this for about 5 years. So at every fire station, we offer car seat installation.
On this day, a local business hosted a child safety seat inspection checkpoint, with the Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department supervising the inspections.
Selling insurance, we see a lot of people come in, kids are not properly in car seats or not in car seats at all. So it's just something that hits home with the both of us, and we think it's just important to make sure the community knows that we're here for them, we back them 100%, and we want them to be educated on it.
Believe it or not, 4 out of 5 car seats are incorrect. I personally have never seen a car seat that has come to me that has been correct. Most of the time, they're just not tight enough. They're not supposed to move an inch side to side or back and forth. A lot of them will move all over the back seat. That's the biggest problem we have. Another problem is the way they put their child in. They don't want to tighten up the straps because they feel like they're hurting their child. So we teach them how to do that and not hurt their child, so it makes them feel better about it when they leave. That's really the 2 biggest things we see.
I found out that it was very loose, and I needed to get it tightened. So my child is in there and she is secure now, so I'm very happy.
We talk them through the whole thing because we actually install the car seat. They watch us. I explain everything step by step, and they actually are the last ones to install. So I will actually uninstall it and watch them and talk them through them installing it as well.
Training that the MFRD personnel go through to inspect child car seats is extensive, as Shan Womack explains.
We actually do a training that is 3 days long. You take a test at the end. You have to put so many car seats in. They have to be checked off by the instructors to be able to do them. And when I went through the class, I thought, what in the world can we talk about car seats for 3 full days about? And it absolutely amazed me. I honestly cannot believe how much I learned in that class.
Womack explains the department's relationship with the public.
The hospital is very good. They will not let them leave without a car seat or it installed incorrectly. I've even went to the hospital and installed so somebody can leave from the hospital with their infant. We also do a lot of daycares and do it like at pickup time. And sometimes if we feel like there's an area that we need to do something at, we'll call you and say, hey, let's get something going here.
If you own a business and would like to host a child safety seat inspection station, here's how you can sign up.
If you want to set up a car seat event, you just give us a call at 615-893-1422.
Everybody knows the stress telecommunicators can be under in their job. That's why the City of Murfreesboro takes a moment each year to thank them and to announce Telecommunicator of the Year.
Every year during the second week of April, telecommunications personnel are honored all across the country. During this week, the City of Murfreesboro recognizes the Telecommunicator of the Year voted on by their peers. The Assistant City Manager started off the ceremony with a proclamation from Mayor Shane McFarland.
Now, therefore, I, Shane McFarland, I'm reading this for the Mayor of the City of Murfreesboro, on behalf of the entire City Council, do hereby proclaim April 8th through 14th, 2018, National Telecommunicators Week, and ask all citizens to join us in expressing our appreciation of the City of Murfreesboro telecommunicators for their hard work and dedication.
And the Murfreesboro Police and Fire Communication Center is made up of 34 personnel. As most of everyone here knows, we're operating behind the scenes, make sure everything is running and according the police and fire activities. One special individual we want to recognize today is Marty Gillihan. Every year we recognize as a city, both the police department and the fire department and myself and previous managers, we get together with all the dispatchers and also the supervisors, and we nominate a outstanding dispatcher of the year, the telecommunicator of the year. This year, Marty Gillihan was recognized and nominated. He's been employed with Murfreesboro since March 2013. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So over the course of those the years you've been with us, not only the initial training opportunity and also refining your skills as a dispatcher, and really have that heart of service both within the communication center and to the police officers and the firemen you support. But Marty's always a dispatcher you can rely on, no matter what shift he's on. He helps the shift unite and be more cohesive. He's always willing to pull his load, his workload, if not more. Again, thank you.
Literally, we couldn't get anywhere that we're going without our dispatchers leading off first, and they're often, I hate to say forgotten about, because with us they're not, but the public doesn't think a lot about who they're talking to on the phone and what all that person's going through on the phone with them, getting the resources en route to them and delivering instructions, pre-arrival instructions or otherwise. And we ought to recognize them a whole lot more than once a year, but Marty exemplifies what a lot of our dispatchers bring to the table, or all of our dispatchers bring to the table every single day of the year. Christmas, holidays, missing kids' sporting events, and etc. They're there on the phone and on that radio, making sure that we're getting there safe and making sure that we're providing safety to our citizens. I really appreciate them.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Marty, congratulations on your award. Just all you involved in communication section, just what we see you do on a daily basis, I know oftentimes go unnoticed, but it's not unappreciated. We know that you are the link to the officers in the field, and that the job you do on a daily basis, I don't know that we can ever give you enough gratitude, so we're truly grateful for that.
It's nice knowing that you help someone resolve their situation, getting their kid out of there, getting the police to them to get their child out of their car if they locked them in, or helping catch with dispatching and finding information, helping them catch that criminal that broke into their house, or even worse. So it's nice to be able to pass that information along to officers and know that you had a piece in the puzzle. The first thing you want, please know your location. If you call 911, please know your location. There's a call that I can state for a fact was just down the street from the police department a couple weeks back. The first thing the person said was where they were at 2 times. At that point, already had a card in, was ready to roll it to the paramedics to get someone out there. And before they even told me what was going on, I could hear them speaking, saying that there's a possible stroke, where they were at twice. This sped up the process. It's crazy how much faster that was when they knew their location. So you got to remain calm yourself. You got to try to talk in a calm voice to them, get them to take some deep breaths, because, if they get excited, it's not going to help the situation any.
A local high school is helping promote literacy by encouraging students to write and publish their own book. We caught up with 3 teenage authors promoting their work.
Linebaugh Library is a great venue for local authors to promote their work. On this day, 3 high school students from Central Magnet were there to promote books they had written in a class project. Their teacher explains.
The students that write, and we call it the Novella Project. I call it the Novella Project. Students that write, they do it voluntarily. Originally, it was a assigned project, but I found that writing 50-page stories is not necessarily everyone's cup of tea. The goal is to write 50 pages between August and April, and then in May we use Amazon CreateSpace to publish those. And at the end of the year, I'll have maybe 12 students of my English classes to come and say, okay, I'd like to print. And of those that are printed, I submit those to some of the people at Linebaugh, and they'll select their favorite ones. So the top 3, those are the ones that do the book signing at Linebaugh.
Let's meet the 3 authors. The first book is called Folly, a collection of poetry.
The first time I wrote poetry was back in 2nd grade when our teacher had us do a little booklet of poems, and we always had to do one of those every year in elementary school. So I had started writing, and my teacher just really liked it, and I remember in 4th grade, I wrote a poem that made my librarian cry. And that was, I don't know if it was really an accomplishment, but I knew that I could put emotion into my writing. With my book, I centered a lot of my poems around the personal relationships I had and the struggles I went through when I was younger, because for me, poetry is an outlet that I use to express myself.
My book, Listen, it's about a dancer named Caroline who receives callbacks for Juilliard, the school that she wants to get into most, but she temporarily loses her hearing in an accident and has to face these struggles to try to do her best that she can without hearing the music. It was a really good experience. I had a lot of people help me, Miss Head included, who I'm really thankful for helping me get through the whole process of this, because I think a lot of people don't realize is how much work it takes to write a book. It takes a lot of editing and formatting, and then when you actually get the book in your hands, you realize what a great accomplishment it is.
So it's called Soliloquies and Scars, and it follows, kind of like Kerrigan's, it follows a girl who, she's in acting and all of theater and productions, and her little brother has cancer, and it revolves around her going to NYC and trying to follow her dreams, be in Broadway and all these other, things, and then her little brother gets seriously sick, and it's her trying to figure out what she wants to do with her life, and if she really wants to be an actor, if she wants to be what she originally thought she wanted to be, and it's a coming of age story, really. Actually, okay, so this is realistic fiction, and I really don't like realistic fiction in most instances, so I was really surprised because it's the easiest to write, and so it was my first novel. So if I ever wrote again, a real novel, I'd probably go with a different fantasy or science fiction of the sort.
Well, it started in 2014. We started this process. I tell the students, this could be an opportunity for you to stand above your peers. And so some students have done that. A recent student, when she was applying to her very competitive scholarship, she could say, I wrote this book, I published this book, I sold this book. They are doing it from beginning to end. I teach them, but they are doing it.
In other news, Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation hosted the first Boro Adventure Fest. A community of adventure seekers and nature lovers gathered at Barfield Crescent Park to rock climb, get up close with nature, slackline, nature hikes, campfires, and just to relax to enjoy some great food and listen to the sounds of the Hardin Draw and the Hog Slop String Band. After a stretch of dreary weather, this day is just what the doctor ordered. Other upcoming parks and recreation outdoor programs you won't want to miss are Bartfield Beach Party, Friday, May 11th at Barfield Park. Backyard Barbecue Festival, Saturday, May 12th at Cannonsburg Village. World Turtle Day, Saturday, May 19th at the Wilderness Station. Opening Day at Boro Beach, Saturday, May 26th at Sportscom. Adult Evening Kayak Float, Saturday, June 2nd on the Stones River. For many other programs and events from the Parks and Recreation Department, go to www.murfreesborotn.gov/parks and check out the 2018 spring edition of the Rec Connection. Read to Succeed Spelling Bee took place on April 6, 2018. It's an annual event and is open to all 6th graders in Rutherford County. 2 Murfreesboro City School students, one from Black Fox Elementary and one from Mitchell Nielsen Elementary, did very well, making it to the end. They both went back and forth for almost 15 minutes before Lexus Cipollone from Mitchell Nielsen ended up prevailing as the winner. Vincent Kinnevong from Black Fox Elementary got 2nd place. To view the spelling bee in its entirety, check out the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. What a great showing for Murfreesboro City Schools. Memorial Day is Monday, May 28th. Murfreesboro City Hall and most city offices will be closed. Parks and recreation facilities and city golf courses will be open. Well, that's it for this edition of In the City. As always, for more information about the City of Murfreesboro or any of the stories you've seen here, you can always visit our website at www.murfreesborotn.gov. And if you want to see one of the stories that you've seen today or catch up on some of the latest city news, you can always visit the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. Before we leave, the Murfreesboro Police Department hosted an open house at the new police headquarters, and we were there to participate on one of the tours. I'm Michael Linn White, and until next time, we look forward to seeing you in the city.
equivalent of that room. So it's a little bit nicer, hopefully a little bit more comfortable.
I think Murfreesboro has arrived. I knew we always were a great place. This is phenomenal, though. It looks like NCIS has moved to Murfreesboro. We can do investigations that only have been seen on TV before. And I was amazed when they were telling us that one test for fingerprints, they send those off and it would take about a year. They can do it here in 4 hours. You talk about a facility that is able to fight crime. We're going to really be able to have that here.